Hey everybody, it's Declan here, the guy with the big red beard coming at you from Lindsay Kia, the happiest place in the Kawarthas. Today I have my full video walk around of the 2026 Kia EV9 Land GT. This one is in the Pebble Gray. As you can see with the daytime running lights and that fully digital grille, this is a stunning piece of equipment here. This is a fully loaded, very high-tech EV. There's a lot of features in here I think you guys are going to be really excited to see. So without further ado, we're going to go right into it because we have a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time. So coming up to the tailgate, you can open it up like so, or use the key fob, use the smart lift gate option there. You can see here in the interior we have all of the 6 seats available here. Had one folded down for the mats there. Now you're going to see seats folded down. You might want to know how to get it back up. All you got to do is hit this button here and the seat will come up automatically like so. How cool is that? Push a button and it starts it up. All you got to do is lift up the headrest and you're good to go. Coming over here now, we have an inverter here so you can charge up your devices. Emergency lift gate button here in case you get stuck inside. 12 volt 180 watt outlet here. And coming back on over to here, we have our emergency latch for the charger here as well. And then if you need to get the seats folded down this time, all you gotta do is hit this button here and you'll see it go down like so. Very cool feature to have. I think it's just absolutely incredible myself. Now if you need to get the second row seats down, same thing here. You just push this button and then you will see the seat fold down automatically like so. Now it's not lightning fast, but it is very convenient not having to move around to the front and the back to get your seats up and down, and then just hit that button again and the seat will raise itself back up like so. Very handy. That is the that's the back trunk space area. More or less we have here our charging blocks, our V2L adapter here as well, and then lifting this up we have spare tire change kit, mobility kit here, and a tow hook there, so if you need to get towed out it can screw in. But that is the back seat there for the EV9 GT. Let's go hop into the second row and third row seats and show you the interior. We'll see you in just a second. All right, now coming over to getting to the interior of the car, I want to show you guys the really cool seats we have here for the second row, some of the seat options. So here we have fully power passenger seats for the second row. They go forward, they recline back. You can move them forward here as well as raise them up and down. And then we have this option here which will extend out these leg rests. So basically you have a lazy boy for your second row passengers, which is so cool. Very nice to see, especially for people that are going on longer road trips. So we're going to move this seat forward with this button here. It's also going to fold the seat down and give us a bit more room to get into the back seat area of the EV9. Let me just squeeze on here. There we go. And then just to give you guys the full effect, you just push the button that is on the shoulder here. If you're in the back, and the seat will move itself backward and you'll be nice and snug. Now we're going to take a quick look at some of these features here. So we have our sight lines, as you can see. Very good visibility, very nice big bright windows. Coming over here we have a fast lightning charger for the right hand side, and you'll notice those two buttons there with the seats, those recline and decline the seats, I guess. for the right side. And on the left hand side where I'm sitting, another fast charger and seat recline. So just to give you a quick view of that, you push that, the seat folds down about 45 degrees so you can actually relax a little bit, and you can also bring it back up as well. Very, very comfy seats in the back. Right now the seats all the way back here on the captain's chairs, I have not a ton of room to stretch out my legs, but I don't feel cramped at all. So it's a very comfortable seat in the back. Wouldn't be too bad on longer road trips either. And with the pickup this car has, those long road trips are not going to feel very long at all. Down here we got a cup holder and a couple of trays for other items there. But that is the second row, or the third row rather, of the EV9. Let's go take a look at that middle seat. We're just going to push this seat forward with the electronic adjustment there, so I have a bit more of an easier time getting back in and out. And then we're just going to push it back into the proper original position. And we're going to take a look now at the second row of seats. So once again, very good visibility, very big windows, so blind spots are minimized as much as possible. Now, coming over here, we're going to see heated and air-cooled seats for this seat here on the right-hand side. And then same thing over here, heated and air-cooled seats over there. Now, coming up here, we do have a sunscreen on the EV9 as well, so it helps block out UV radiation and prevent people from being able to see inside as easily, kind of acts like a second layer of tint. And then coming over here, we have a charging port here and here for your second row passengers so they can charge their devices. And then we also have center console tray for storage purposes here. You can also slide this in, gives you some more interior storage here so you can store devices, purses, things like that if you don't want them to be, if you don't want to bring them with you, you don't want them to be seen. And then it just slides back in and out, plus two cup holders here for your passengers. Now coming up here, we also have the rear AC and HVAC control here. So it is triple zone climate control. We have our temperature controls here, auto control here, AC, vent modes, turn off, and our fan speeds there. So all in all, very sophisticated second row of seats in the back here, and in the very back in the third row. It's a very comfortable seat here as well. The headrests are incredibly comfortable. The chairs have plenty of give, but they're not, they're not too soft, not too firm. Very comfortable. I could definitely see myself having a good time on an extended road trip. But that is the second row of seats. Now we're going to go into the driver's side and go through some of the features up front. See you guys in just a second. Now, before we go into the front there, I just want to show you guys the Frunk. You can open it with the key fob. Oh, nope, it is locked. Let me just go and get this all unlocked here. We'll show you guys the Frunk in just a second there, but we're going into here. You can get the Frunk open by pushing this twice. You can also use the key fob. I just have the car turned on right now, so we can see the lights a little bit easier on the outside because those DRLs and that digital lighting pattern here is really, really cool. So you can see there, it's a very, very sharp looking machine. But here is the Frunk, the front trunk. Here we have an emergency open button. Air filters are in here. You got your washer fluid here. Just a little bit of extra storage here, maybe charge your V2L and your charging case here, so that way you have more room in the back for your cargo. But that is the Frunk. Now we're going to go into the front seat. And coming down here, you can see all of the seat options for the EV9. So here's our lumbar support. It also has a extra supportive feature there. It's almost like a massage chair. Not quite a massage chair, but it does. The lumbar support does activate itself and pulse and gives you just a bit more relaxation, a bit more stability, a bit more support for your lower back. Very important for those longer drives. And then you have recline and straighten out. We have forward and backward movement, as well as upward and downward movement here as well. And then with this button here, you can bring out your own leg extender, leg support, lazy boy, leg rest, whatever. Very, very nice to have, especially for cruising down the highway, or you are stopping for charging, just need to relax, you can do so. And then this button here will get everything folded back out as well and back to its original position. So we're gonna go into here and take a look at some of the features available. So starting on the door side, it's a little bit chilly today despite being the middle of June, so I have my heated seat on, but we have our memory seat options here for the driver, air-cooled seat as well, and then lumbar support here, and your heated steering wheel here. So this button here is going to basically expand and give you basically comfortable stretch. This setting is called, so you have pelvic, lumbar, and whole body support there just by pushing this button here. So it's going to give you really, really nice. I can feel it right now. Actually, you can feel all of the cushions in the seat expanding and contracting a little bit to almost massage you a little bit. It's very, very nice. Going to keep you very comfortable for those long road trips to the cottage. Now this over here is the mirror adjustment. All you gotta do is flip this left or right, and you can change the position of your mirrors. This button here is going to fold your mirrors in and then fold them back out because they are fully powered. We have our door locks, window locks, and then child safety lock for the door and for the windows. Over here, this button here is going to open up your charging port here, so you can charge up. This opens the frunk. This opens your lift gate. This is your anti-slip. This adjusts your brightness for your dash. That's your parking brake. Now over here we have our automatic headlights and high beams and your lane change wand. And if you indicate a lane change, you're going to see it flash up the blind spot camera there on the sides. Very important feature to have, especially to minimize your blind spots. You know, if you're driving and you can't see that motorcycle behind your B-pillar, or you slept poorly the night before and you have a crick in your neck, it helps save you precious seconds when lane changing. And then over here we have our rain sensing wiper blades on this one here, plus your rear wiper blades, washer fluid, things like that. Over here behind the gear shifts, we have two paddle shifters, one to, on the right hand side, decrease your charge level, and on the left hand side to increase your charge level when using the regenerative braking system to help regain some of that loss from driving. Over here now we have our cruise control with cruise control and adaptive cruise control here, which work in tandem to keep you a set distance and speed behind the car ahead of you. Reset your cruise control. This is going to cycle through your computer on the cluster, so things like your tire pressure, TPMS, your power distribution, your average electrical efficiency, I guess, on the trip computer, things like that. And then this is your lane keep and lane departure assist right here. On the right hand side too, we have our mode for your audio output settings, voice command, pick up a phone call, and a customizable button. Most people have this as rejecting or ending a phone call. Radio station tuning and media volume and mute. And then down here we have our drive mode with sport, my drive, eco, and normal. Most people are going to want to keep it in my drive to make your drive a lot more tuned to how you drive and your driving habits. And then we also have terrain mode, so we have snow, mud, and sand. Very handy, especially up here in Canada. Over here now we have something that's unique for Kia. It is our gear shift and power on wand. So you push this button to start up your engines, and then this is your gear shift indicator, and you just twist this end of the wand here to get into drive or reverse. And then we also have the parking button here. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is pretty intuitive once you figure it out. Now coming down here, we have our cup holders. If you push this button here, they come in like that. Makes them a little bit smaller so you can fit your Stanley mugs in there. But if you go and get a big gulp, you just gotta push them back in like so. And now you have big gulp ready cups. Down here, we have auto hold for your foot brake. We have downhill brake assist, parking camera, parking sensor. Now with the parking camera, there's a really cool feature called Remote Smart Park Assist 2. So the EV9 can actually parallel park itself, essentially. Very cool feature. I can't wait to show you how that works in just a couple of minutes here when I have a helper to help me do that. We also have a wireless cell phone charging case here, a little bit of storage here, and then more storage down here in a tray, so that way you can store your purses, your clutches, wallets, things like that. And then this covers up your cup holders. Coming down here, we have charging here and here, plus another 12 volt 180 watt outlet here. And then you can project your phone or just charge it with a push of this button here. Coming up now, we have our dual zone climate controls here. So you have your temperature for driver and front passenger, fan direction, and your fan speed here. And then you can also use this little touchscreen to take control of your HVAC as well, so you don't have to use these switches here. Over here, this is another volume and power control for your media. And then we have a touch bar up here for the infotainment screen. So we have home, which is this home screen right here. We have map, which is going to bring up your maps. We have search to bring up search. Media is going to bring up all your media options there. So Sirius, AM radio, FM radio. If you have Bluetooth music, like right here, anything like that. So you can see that there. Another customizable button here, and then setup, which is going to bring you to our main menu of options here. So we can go into the vehicle itself, go into the EV menu, and get some ideas on the battery conditioning, utility mode, which helps power your vehicle a little bit easier there. Smart regeneration, so it regenerates your vehicle's battery power there. Whole lot of stuff you can do here to optimize your EV efficiency. You have our navigation menu as well, sound, device connections, your heads-up display and cluster. So if you go back into setup here, heads-up display and cluster, you can select your cluster theme. So tie it to your drive mode or to a different color here. So you have C, B, and A, or link it to your drive mode, which is my favorite. Plus the heads-up display right over here. It's very small on the video, but it's pretty big when you're seeing it in person. One of my favorite features for the EV9. Makes you feel like you're really driving a spaceship or something out of a sci-fi movie, which I love as a shameless nerd myself. Now up here, we have our SOS and tow button. So this is going to call your EMS, emergency medical services. This is going to call a tow truck. We have a switch for the doors, for the lights when the doors open, or a switch to turn on all the lights in the cabin. And then we have our sun and moon roof controls here. So right now, just because it's a little cloudy, it's starting to rain. Don't want to get any rain in this amazing machine. And then up here as well, we have our fully digital and electronically chromatic mirror. So right now it's on the digital camera. So it's going to give you a digital feedback. You can see it. Trucks passing by. Very handy, this feature here, to reduce glare when you're driving at night if you don't like using night mode. Very nice to have, and it gives you a really nice, sharp and clear picture. But if you don't like that, you can go back to the mirror. And we'll do another look around here, and I'll show you some of the parking cameras as well. So coming down here, all you gotta do is hit the parking camera if you don't want to put it into reverse. Then you have a front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, and over-the-shoulder camera as well, like this. So you can see a 360-degree shot of the EV9. So you can really make sure there's nothing around that you don't want to see. And then we have the surround view monitor here. So it helps you to keep your edges aligned when you are parking the car, or if you want to make sure you're not going to be scraping anything on your new EV. And that is the EV9 GT line. There's more to show you guys, but not not a lot of time. This is already over 20 minutes long. Come on by the dealership to go for a test drive and review your options. You can get me on our YouTube or my Instagram. You can visit us online or give us a call to book yourself a test drive. Ask for Declan, the guy with the big red beard. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what your favorite feature of the EV9 is, and if you would buy one if you won the lottery. See you guys on the next video, and yeah, take care. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye now.